Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a great day. Quick look again at ICP. We're seeing here a nice little ascending trend line here, essentially establishing higher lows and also lower highs. What does that mean? Well, that could mean a lot of things actually. We gotta dive a little deeper and not just take the surface value there and understand some backend data here too. So if you're new to the channel, I wanna say welcome aboard. CryptoCache.tech is a site if you wanna become a better trader. If you got a trading academy, community and signals group, check that out, of course. And to our newer community members, we updated our signals guide recently. Make sure you read through that. Just so you understand kind of the new direction, because with all this manipulative market that we're seeing right now, we need to make sure that we are taking advantage and essentially securing profits whenever possible. And we saw Bitcoin ripsaw from 58,000 down to 55,000, back up to 57. It's like it's pretty trashy conditions right now with all this manipulation. So please understand that factors into altcoins significantly. Okay. Having said that, what are we looking at here for ICP? Well, we got, just per usual here, a lot of liquidation above and below the price action. Keep in mind, this isn't a tremendous amount. It looks like a lot because it's zoomed in here. The important thing is look at the monthly and recognize that most liquidation to the downside has been swept, and there's a lot more to the upside. So 8.5 upwards of $10 is the distinct probability of the price going to that level, pending Bitcoin doesn't go much further down. Keep in mind, Bitcoin is exuding some bearish behavior right now with a bearish pennant pattern. Okay, so again, if ICP is going to be able to sustain that, it needs to be able to hold very well. Now, if we take a look at this and Bitcoin, we kind of compare the two, it's doing better than Bitcoin in the overall sense. It's not pulling back quite as hard, and it's going up significantly better than Bitcoin is. Okay, again, the key takeaway here is that if whatever coins are performing better than Bitcoin, you kind of want to focus on those as potential longs. And then, of course, you want to obviously be careful with shorting into this kind of behavior, right? Because if you look at the big picture here, ICP is working right within its range here. Okay, so again, this low 640 upwards of 740, those are previous highs and previous areas that we saw we had a lot of issues before we broke free from that level. Okay, now that we're back in that area, we have issues again. We want to make sure to pay attention and recognize that those areas are points of contention, and that with us being within this range here, we're effectively range bound between 640 and 740, or maybe just say 750, but still, it's a range nonetheless. Having said that, once we break that range, that's when we start seeing these liquidity levels getting swept here at about 8.5 upwards of 10. So all that being said, what does that mean for us here? Well, we're swinging up stochastically, which is good. Money flow index is still fairly low. And of course, we can see RSI closer to 30. Most coins are exuding the same behavior on the daily right now. Nothing abnormal. We can also see the same thing here with MACD. We're converging. So there's some good momentous situations here, letting us know we've probably found our bottom, and that a relief, somewhat of a relief rally is in play. It could also have already been played out. Keep in mind, we had a pretty decent, solid run over the weekend, but that was generally low volume. However, you look here, we have more volume than we've seen before in the past. So a lot of people were buying this weekend. That's generally a good sign. And we didn't really see a tremendous amount of volume from a lot of other coins on the weekend. But again, just it depends on how you look at it. Compared to most recent timeframes, ICP's got a lot of volume flowing into it. We can see it's tapering off a little bit on the 4-hour though, and we can also see obviously RSI right there between 50 and 40. Having said that, we got MACD is trying to converge, hasn't yet, but stochastic is swinging up. Generally, these are favorable signs here when you combine them all together, and we want to recognize that this isn't terrible. Okay, let's look at the moving averages though and recognize too, we are below all moving averages, not a good sign. So closing above 0.5 today on Fib, roughly 710 or higher, I think would give us a good consideration for a long position. Only saying that loosely because of the fact that we want to get above that 20-day SMA. That's an important factor for us. We look at the hourly though, we can kind of confirm here as well, we're still underneath the cloud. So that is not a sign in which you want to take a long position with, okay? But again, we close above 710, but put us right here, honoring the ascending trend line, breaking above the cloud, and we'd be in a situation where the price action would be more likely to increase than decrease at that time. Pending Bitcoin doesn't drop its bottom, I think ICP has tremendous potential to reclaim that, that $8 to $10 mark. Is it going to happen right away? No, we're still working down with this descending trend line. We still have a lot of reasons why we have to respect what's going on. But from a smaller time frame perspective, we're seeing a decent shift in momentum. And what I want to do here is put this on our playout chart here just to give us perspective. And I'll go ahead and post this here as well on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. So if you're not familiar, I do have a Telegram, Twitter, and Discord where I post our playout charts, giving you perspectives on things that I feel are going to happen with the coins that I review, and inevitably I send signals for those as well. Results are available on our Discord for that if you're curious on becoming a community member. I would recommend, of course, making sure that you trade ICP on BitUnix, phenomenal exchange, excellent rewards. Use my link to register, $5,500 in benefit rewards. And the main reason why we use them is because there's no KYC or VPN. They've been phenomenal to us. They always make improvements. They have hedge mode enabled now too, where you can open longs and shorts concurrently. Cool stuff, folks. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.